Hello everyone and welcome to a magnificent world. Lots of buildings and great sightseeing. Welcome to Titan City.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Anthony, or B Statz, and welcome back to Minecraft Creative Cribs, episode 70. Woo-woo! We're 30 episodes away from 100, which is freaking insane. If I would have done this like once a week for the longest, we probably would have been very close to 100, but we're making our way there. So welcome back to Minecraft Creative Cribs. Hopefully you've seen last episode, which I will try to link in the description below, but I've also made a playlist where you can watch all the episodes. I also even have a playlist for Survival Cribs, which is the series before Creative Mode, which was kind of very long, but yet enjoying, and you get the notion of that. But anyway, today I will be touring a world by Flirtatious Fox. What did the fox? I won't continue that line. But anyway, what we're doing now, we're pretty much in a blueprint of his map. As you all know, like whenever you join a world, you know, sometimes not necessarily a world on Minecraft. Let's say I go to, I don't know, New York or something, or like another city, like DC or something crazy like that. You know, they may have like a layout of the whole like buildings in the world and stuff like that you can actually check out. Not the world, because if I go to a city, of course that wouldn't be a world. You know exactly what I'm like on the rocks right now. I'm a little excited because we're so close to 100, and it's kind of freaking me out because I love doing Creative Cribs. I love seeing new worlds. I've met so many great people. People I've made like best friends through the series, and it's just crazy. But I'll talk a lot about today's builds and everything. And I do want to say that this is a city build. Now, I do tour a lot of cities, but I don't tour many cities. Like, if I were to count how many cities I've actually toured doing Creative Cribs, it would be like a ratio of probably about 3 to 10. And that's just saying that honestly, legitly, honestly, because like, and that was just the weirdest legitly, honestly things I just said. There's a gas station though. My ADD kicks in. But as you know, that cities are kind of very tough to tour because it can be two type of cities. It can be that city that's, you know, it has like amazing structures and you can just normally look at all the structures and that can be it. It can be a city where, you know, you have like amazing structures and amazing interior. I don't know why my words are being so mixed up today. It's Sunday. I'm a little hyper. I just went for a jog. I had my scoop of peanut butter because peanut butter is literally my best friend. If I didn't have any best friends on the world, just know peanut butter would probably be right by my side. I think I could live off peanut butter. I think that's what has me a little bit jittery right now. But anyway, I've been loving this North Carolina weather. The weather has been absolutely amazing. I went jogging literally like every single day. And those of you that follow me on Instagram, you know I like jog and stuff like that. And I was talking to Finball the other day, and he was saying that, what did Big B post on Instagram today? Maybe a cheeseburger and a dumbbell. That was very funny, by the way. I just felt like saying that. I thought that was pretty hilarious. So let's go inside of this building here. Where we are now, we're actually in Titan City's police department. So for a day, we will be a cop. We'll be a cop for today, only for today. And we're gonna follow this fox around. Now, I don't know if like they're allowed to have like foxes and stuff in police departments, so I don't know. I think his skin is actually a fox. No, that's a bear for some reason. That's a polar bear. For some reason, like being that his name is Flirtatious Fox, I think the skin just kind of automatically makes you think that he's a fox. It's kind of weird. Like, just if my name was kind of like, I don't know, alligator, and I had like a green skin on, you probably think I was an alligator for a second. And plus the face looks a little creepy, but let's keep moving forward. The reason I know that's a polar bear is because I think it was built in my TNT world, which it was like a Coca-Cola polar bear or such things like that. But let's go down. I don't think we meet any cops inside of this whole entire world or not. But we kind of snuck in here. They were able to give us a preview and all that good stuff. But again, cities are always nice to tour. I'm always happy to get to a city. But cities are normally, like lately I've been finding them very commonly built. So Titan City Prison. Please, if you have any information, suggestions on how I should run my prison, write it down on a piece of paper and shove it in your store. That's what that said there. Which I'll leave that blank out because I wish that was just really there. I guess the person that runs this place, I don't know if he's like not the mayor or something crazy. Or maybe it's Fox. Maybe Fox runs this prison. Maybe he's like the one-man townsman who like has the key to every city or something. I don't know. We have a couple villagers in the prison now. This was before Title Update 14, so of course these villagers were not able to like trade or try to get out of here, so they can't even trade with each other if they were in prison, which is kind of crazy. But we have our cells up there too as well. We have the redstone torches up there, I think, to tell if they're on or working or if someone's in there. Not really sure if the jail is full. It probably is full. There's no room for me in there because I definitely don't want to be in jail. That just wouldn't really work out for me right now, or ever. So let's keep moving forward. But he did a great job. He has like streets going all around. Now, another issue was that it did kind of take a while. Another thing with cities, which I will talk about, is that, you know, we have lag on the console. So another thing that really drives me crazy with cities is that, you know, it just takes a while to load up. It takes a lot longer to load up, being that the buildings are higher. He had some very, very tall buildings in here. Like, this one is freaking huge. But I love the way he has that on the side, like the balcony side. It almost looks like 3D, like a 3D, like, I don't know. I felt like I needed my 3D sunglasses there, but the world looked very good at night and during the day, which is two things I love. As you can see, like, there's chunks missing out of the building. Now, at first I thought this was how it was, but it turned out that it's really not like that. It's just, you know, because it just wasn't loaded up yet. But we're going to go very up top to the very tippy top, and I do believe that this was his tallest building on this map. And it was just freaking awesome. We're going to go all the way to the top. I was kind of hoping that there was like a helicopter pad up top, but there wasn't. And there was no magic star or anything crazy like that. And he could just put a star up here to be like the building Christmas tree or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. But as you can see from up here, you can see the whole entire, it almost feels like I'm playing like Spider-Man or something crazy like that. But this drops down to like different tiers or whatnot. I forget which building this is. It's almost like the main building in Titan City, more like maybe for power or such things like that. But again, you can always feel free to contact the builder and actually, you know, talk to them, maybe join their world. I've seen a lot of builders, and pretty much every builder that's ever pretty much been on Creative Cribs, they're normally cool enough to let, you know, subscribers, fans, anyone who's ever like seen their world, tour with them. Sometimes they may even be nice enough to let you build on their world, which is something good, and it's always a window of opportunity there. I do have some upcoming things coming to the channel, which I will let you guys know. I have not told a single person other than just saying something now, but you have no idea what I'm talking about. You can see the fog down there, so it's kind of hard to see the buildings, but you can definitely get a whole view of the whole entire map for the most part. But very great job on this building, and for him to just do this, it's just freaking insane, and he did a magnificent job on this, and I love it so much. I was gonna just make this jump, and do I make it? I don't make it, so let's just keep flying now. That would be very, he just like flew right down like he went skydiving or something crazy like that. I do want to go skydiving though, at least once in my life. Bungee jumping, I don't really know if I want to do bungee jumping. Let me know if you've ever went bungee jumping in the comments below, and be honest, let me know, because let me know how that experience is, or if you've ever went skydiving, or if you even want to go skydiving. I don't really know. Right now we're making it to the I don't know if that's a misspelling, but I'm going to call it tight, okay? We're going to name that tight right now. So welcome to the TIT, tight building. Don't say it in the comments, because I know what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking. So let's keep moving forward now. And now we're in the tight building. I'm doing air quotations right now, which that's probably mean, but let's keep moving forward. And it's always crazy to see builds like this, like to see builds that someone's normally worked on by themselves, and they just put so much time and effort into it. It's crazy. And we're zooming up. Whoop, whoop. He just zoomed all the way up there. I kind of lost exactly which floor he was on. He was like flying around so much. Being that he was a fox, he was just like so fast or whatnot. Like, I'll call him a polar fox or something like that. I keep saying fox, but he's not a freaking fox. He's a polar bear. I just can't get that out of my mind right now. Probably because he has like ears, and he has like a nose that sticks out, and he has like muffins. He almost looks like I said muffins. Claws, not muffins. If he had muffins, I definitely want to talk to him and try to get those muffins out of him. Hopefully they're chocolate chip, and I freaking love chocolate chip cookies, and I would just eat them, or whatever. But anyway, we're going to give ourselves a little stare down here and just kind of figure out exactly what to do here, being that we found out he has muffins. But let's leave here now. He has different floors on here. I do forget what type of building this was. I don't know if this was kind of like a hotel or something like that. He did have a bunch of like buildings in here that had a lot of rooms. Now, normally I don't view every single room. Like, let's say if someone had a house that had like 2,000 rooms in it. There's no need to actually go to every room if every room's the same. Here's a nice building here. This is Titan City's actually Institute. Well, Titan Institute. And he has dorms in here, which I thought this was really awesome. And this almost reminds me of the time out where I went to like a art institute, like a college thing. And I was actually going to go there, if you've never heard of that. But I didn't actually go there. I really wanted to do graphic designs. That's something I found out that I wanted to do ever since I was about 15, 16. I was just like, you know what? I want to make video games. That's exactly what I want to do. But he did a very great job on this building here. And I was so happy to go to that college, but I didn't actually go. But it was just kind of like, I don't know, for once in my, not necessarily for once in my life, but for a time in my life, I felt like there was something that I knew I wanted to do. And there's something that, you know, I thought about. I mean, of course, you think about the side, you know, hey, this may be really difficult to, like, get into, like, making video games and stuff like that. It'd be very hard. But at the same time, I mean, it almost seems like I landed in some way. It's kind of weird how I ended up making videos and, like, how that ended up being my passion and not necessarily making the video games, but actually having the fun of making videos. And it's just crazy. And you know, as y'all know, I do not do YouTube full time. I get that like a #1 question, which is probably why I'm not online as much. I do work a full-time job. If you have not noticed, maybe most of you guys who actually follow my channel, you guys know this, especially if you're a Creative Cribs watcher, you know I don't do YouTube full time. Maybe one day in the future, but for now, I do not, but I really enjoy every single bit of it, and I've always loved doing it. I've been doing it since I was about 16 years old, and it's always been just it's just always brought joy to me, and I just love it a lot. And that's what I'm thinking. That's what I mean. Like when anyone asks me, what is it that you want to do? The first thing I think about is making YouTube videos. So let's check out this building here. That looks like something like crazy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something crazy like that. I don't know. It almost looks like a centipede building, which I hate centipedes. Centipedes are like the worst bug ever. Like, I just don't like centipedes. But I'm going to take a look at this right here, these two buildings here. Now, I don't remember the name of this, but these two buildings were so unique that I really loved them so much. If you could give hugs in Minecraft, oh my god, that'd be so awesome. Like, instead of like, you know, punching each other like for a high five, you can actually give hugs. That would be freaking amazing. I'm going to talk to 4J Studios about that because hugs would just bring so much love. But you can't hug a creeper because if you hug a creeper, he'll be stuck to you somehow because creepers are made of Velcro and that won't really work out because our skin, you know, has clothing and stuff like that. Yeah, you get where I'm going with this. But let's check out this building here. This building I thought was pretty unique. He actually had like flowers and plants on top of this building. Not flowers and plants, but he did have like trees and stuff. So I don't know if this was like a tree of life building or whatnot. But a lot of this stuff did take a while to load up in this world, which you'll see a lot of faded clips and such things like that. He had a pool on top of it though, which I thought was really awesome. You can go for a nice swim up on top. And look at these two entire buildings. Now I don't exactly know if he was going for the World Trade Center look or not, but two huge, giant buildings here, and I thought these were very awesome. So great job on these two buildings. I really love it a lot. And the crazy thing is, like a long time ago, I actually was able to visit the Twin Towers in New York. I remember going with my uncle. I used to always go on trips to New York, New Jersey, and things like that. And I remember my first time seeing it, I was probably about 14, maybe, and seeing it, and that was just a very sad story. So a very terrible, sad story, and that's just sad to hear. But a very awesome job on this building. I'm not saying that these are the exact replicas or anything like that. We do have like a seating here where they would do like a play area now that looks like a Christmas tree, but it could be like a day Christmas tree, like a hello cow. Oh, you're so lucky I didn't have privileges because I love hitting cows and pigs in such sense, but I think I ended up finding a villager and I ended up giving him a couple punches or whatnot. But nice little center place here where you have a lot of fun, and it looks like they would do like live musicals out here and you would just have like a jolly good time. And again, if you were to like really tap into your mind and think about like if you were actually here, like that's what makes Minecraft so awesome because you're building these things and like what if you build it like just imagine that you're here, and that's the first time I really experienced that, is when I toured the world for Creative Cribs, and the world looked exactly like Rome or something crazy like that, and you almost got this feeling like you were in Rome. It was crazy, and I love it a lot. If I can find the episode, I don't know exactly which one it was. I think it was maybe in the 40s or 50s, probably, maybe not. It was definitely in the 40s or 50s, probably not 60s, because I remember pretty much every episode in the 60s, and it definitely wasn't in there. But overall, nice little town center here where people would just get along, maybe have a coffee, a tea, nice little good time here, play some music, watch a couple scenes of movies or action live theater or something crazy like that. But let's keep moving forward now, and he's going to take us to another area. He did have a bunch of buildings in here. I think he also had no, he didn't have a fire department, I don't think. That was the gas station, and we're like going in circles now. I don't know if we're playing like pin the tail on the fox or anything like that, but let's go up now. And I think I'm actually going to fly up the whole entire building, because walking up the stairs would normally drive me crazy. I remember when that really started driving me crazy, it was in survival. Like, flying upstairs was like the most... Well, people would build stairs where you had to jump up. It wasn't actually stairs. You just had to jump up and around and around and around. And it would just drive me crazy. Like, I literally felt like I was on that... Like, if you've ever seen a movie, you're on that stairwell. Like, you see, like, they're going up the stairs, but the stairs are like escalades. And it just keeps going and on and on. It's like that never-ending hallway. That's kind of what it felt like. But I know I definitely fly around some of these buildings, like, as far as, like, trying to go up. I don't know exactly what building this is. It almost looks like I don't know. It almost looks like a airport to me or something crazy like that. There's a sign there. I don't know what that said. But again, the builder knows exactly what everything is. And it's always great if you can name exactly what you've built. Like, let's say we go to, if you have 5 buildings, it's always great to, like, name the first one, bakery. So I'll know it's a bakery, or you can, like, that always makes the world a much easier place. But, some things are always easy to tell, but some things are not. And it's like when the person said this, you're like, oh, that's what it was. So that's always something that always happens to me in Creative Cribs. I'll get to a world where it's like, I know what this is, but I don't know what this is. Like, this almost looks like I think this may be like a hotel or something. I know there's a bedroom. No, there's no bed around here. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know if that was an office or not, or if that was a bedroom. I don't know. Let's keep going this way, or this was some kind of office. Oh, God, this is driving me crazy. I don't know. This looks like something, though. It definitely reminds me of something. I know he built, like, a game company building or something along those lines, but this isn't it. That was, like, an orange building, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just go upstairs now. But it was a little bit laggy. As you can see, he does kind of zoom around. I know he was flying, I think, in some parts, but I think I'm going to fly here, though. All right, there we go. Oh, whoa. I flew a little too fast around, and there we go. We're gonna keep flying. We're catching him. Come on. I'm like bumping right into the walls. It would hurt so much if you took damage from doing that. And now we're at the very top of it. But I think I have to go down one, or maybe did I beat him up to the top? I think I actually, I beat him up to the top. How awesome was that? But there's a pool up here, so we'll go take a dip into the pool here. Don't ever swim with foxes, because you can't trust them. They will bite your ankles, and you don't want to get bitten in the ankle while you're swimming, because that just wouldn't be any fun at all. Nice little view here where you can get outside the sun. And you can also see the 2 buildings from here, so great job on that. Really great job on the angle. I really love people that build things where you can see, like, the main attraction in the builds. Like, let's say, you have a huge, like, mansion, and then you go somewhere else and you have, like, I don't know, like a small little toilet seat or something crazy like that. And from that toilet seat, you have a window that goes outside of that window. And to that window, you can see the huge entire mansion or something crazy like that. You get what I'm saying. But I really love people that do that and take, pride and actually take the time to make angles like that. That's really awesome there. But this is just a whole view of most of the city. I think this was the game directly behind me. That was the game place that we're going to go to soon. But again, he did have a bunch of builds. I mean, there's so many buildings in this whole city. Now, I know I didn't view everything in Titan City. I viewed exactly most of everything that I could, or everything that we could, or everything that he wanted to show me. But there's tons of things in here. Normally, like, people do have the maps up for download. Unfortunately, this one, I don't think it's up for download yet. I'll try to implement that more during the Creative Crib series as it goes on, as far as, if someone has a world that is freaking bananas and they actually have it up for download or something like that, they wouldn't mind putting up for download. So then you can, like, pretty much show their world, you can tour their world yourself, or something crazy like that along those lines. But I guess we'll just have to see. Maybe that'll be somewhat in the plans of the future of Creative Cribs, but again, we'll just have to see how that goes. So let's go down here now. Here's the Studio Ghibli, which I don't know exactly what that is. There's a nice little chandelier, though. Awesome chandelier there. I was kind of afraid it was going to fall down and kind of crush us, but Luckily, it never did, so we're pretty much good on that, so we don't have to worry about that. But let's keep going out now. I think we will make it to the game company building. I think that's it to the right, as you can see, like with the colorful blocks there. But let's go inside this building first and see what's over here. You have a lot of hallways and passageways. Now, imagine playing the Hunger Games on this. That would be crazy. Here's Cobalt Engineering. So maybe this is like where, I think this is actually something in the actual real life or something. I don't know exactly. I know he explained it to me, but there's an engineering place, and maybe this is where they do all the engineering in the world, just in case anything breaks down, you need lights or something crazy like that. This is where you need to go. Now, a lot of the buildings weren't really full out with interior, if you noticed that. And again, that goes to explain the type of things that, the type of cities that I normally see. Like, some buildings may have inventory. I mean, I said inventory. Why can't I just say interior? Before I said enter, and I think now I said inventory. Which inventory does kind of go along the same lines as interior, but here's the building here. I think this may be the game building. I think those are like the controller buttons there, you know, B, X, A, Y, or such things like that. At first I thought it was like a 4J Studios building, but I think this is actually just a game center or something crazy like that, like Xbox 360 Center, where, I don't know, maybe this is where the Xbox One was made. Who knows? Which I'm really waiting for the Minecraft Xbox One edition. I think that's going to be absolutely crazy, and I just can't wait for that. But let's go around this loft here. Maybe we'll meet some celebrity gamers or something crazy like that. I remember I always wanted to be a game tester. If I could be a game tester, I think that'd be awesome. Like, if I could just do like a, I don't know, I would definitely love to test games. My brother always got lucky and landed actually game testing jobs at like Red Storm Entertainment or something crazy like that, which he's lucky like that. Unfortunately, I'm not. Sometimes it depends. Here's another building here. It almost looks like, this looks like a mall, but I doubt it's a mall. And again, the interior is something too. Like, a lot of these buildings do not have interior, but he did a great job on the outerior, so I think we can definitely let him slide on the interior for this episode. But maybe he's got closer to finishing it up. I don't think everything in the world was finished, and you'll see a lot of things like that. That's one thing about Minecraft. No one actually finishes something. Now, I don't mean to say that as in nobody finishes their builds, but just punched you. Not saying no one actually finishes their builds, but you know, there's always something to improve on every time. Every time I've checked back in somebody's world, they're always improving. And I think that's what makes Minecraft so great. But I think we're gonna check out one more thing, and he has a Hunger Games map inside of the city, so that tops it off there. Freaking awesome there. I don't think you play in the whole entire city, but in this area or whatnot. So very great job on this one. He also had a lot of things, man, and to add a Hunger Games in here was just fantastic. But I'm going to do a fly review of the map, but I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, drop the like, is much appreciated. Be sure to subscribe if you would like to stay up to date with more episodes and such things and more. And until the next, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.